I think one of the biggest things that we should be excited about right now is the downtown development and the future development of the Oakton Corridor. The city recently, in the last year, has made some big moves, honestly, in purchasing some properties downtown in our downtown area, including the Leela Arts Performing Building. We just finished purchasing the old White Huntington Bank building, which we're leasing out to the group that owns the Foxtail on the Lake to open up a huge, nice restaurant down there. Olivetti's is going to get a whole new building and facelift coming up from the group that owns Harp and Fiddle. So I think in downtown, we heard what people were saying, that we needed more restaurants and we needed to take control of this situation. So we heard that and we did that, right? So I think that that was huge, and that's something to get excited about. Some of that big change that's coming down, the hot pot barbecue that just opened up in the Welkin building, that's been a huge draw. I was just there over the weekend and they had people standing waiting for tables. Like, it was huge. Like, I was like, oh, this is awesome. And then I think one of the big things that I'm excited about is the transformation of what could be the Oakton Corridor with the TIF district that's there. We've purchased a couple rundown properties in that area of town, leveled those, and we're going to market those for sale in the TIF district to try and bring in new developments and new businesses and new retail and new restaurants. And I think, especially with the talk of, like, what about the old Kmart building, right? Like, how many times does that come up in the conversation? Well, a couple of years ago, we had a study done with the RTA, done through a grant, on what the Oakton Corridor could look like and how to transform it. And I think that presentation is going to be coming up soon this year as well. And that's going to be phenomenal to see some simple changes that we can make to improve both sides of town and create a huge second area for commerce and change, and give it a facelift and make some of it look a little better than it already does, and bring a whole new group down there for not only retail and restaurants, but also families and houses and things like that, right? Like, we can expand that entire area. And I think we're finally in a good place financially, where we weren't 15 years ago, to where I like to say we can finally invest in ourselves. You know, we're putting more money into infrastructure, more money into change, and we're finally able to keep up with ourselves and take it to that next level for that vision we've always wanted.
Love it.